Okay, let's practice basic math skills, and we have a problem here, and it is a number problem. So we'll classify this as a basic number problem, something you certainly need to know how to do at the middle school and high school level. So if you're at that level, or maybe you're relearning math, hopefully you'll know how to do this problem. Now, if you struggle, stick around for a couple of minutes. I'm going to explain this. But if you think you can do this, okay, think about it. There's a couple little parts here that might trip you up, so just don't go so fast. But take out a piece of paper. Just don't do this in your calculator. Take out a piece of paper, show your work step by step, and get your final answer and plug that into the comment section. And we'll see how well you will have done with this problem in a second. But the whole idea is this: even if you got this wrong, you want to see your work so you know where you may have made a misstep. Hopefully, you're going to get this right, but we'll talk about all this in just one second. But first, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is John. I'm the founder of TabletClass Math. I'm also a middle and high school math teacher. I'm going to leave a link to my math help program in the description of this video. But if you are struggling in mathematics, maybe you don't think you're good at math. If that's the case, I'm telling you right now, that is a false belief. Anyone can be very good in math. Okay, now some, of course, students are going to really have an aptitude for it, but most people could be far more successful in math than they think they can. But if you've been failing math for years, or if you're struggling right now in math, well, something needs to change. Okay, but if you have the desire to learn math, okay, and to really put the work in, then I can help you out. Okay, what you need is clear and understandable math instruction. And I've been teaching math for decades, and I really have kind of discovered a way of breaking things down in super simple, kind of bite-sized pieces so anyone can learn mathematics. Okay, so if you're at the middle school, high school, or even college level of math, I can help you out. Now, if you're preparing for any test that has a math section on it, I'm talking about things like the GED, SAT, ACT, GRE, GMAT, ASVAB, ACCUPLACE, or CLEP exam, maybe a teacher certification exam, you get the idea. I can help you prepare and pass those exams if you homeschool. I have fantastic homeschool math courses and curriculum, something that you definitely want to check out. And if you don't have any math notes, don't panic. I'm going to leave links to my math notes in the description of this video. But if you expect to have excellent math grades, you need to learn how to first take excellent math notes. You start improving your notes, you'll start seeing your grades improve. It'll be like, wow, magic. I'm so happy I listened to that guy on YouTube. Okay, so let's get into this problem. All right, so here it is. I would encourage all of you to pause the video and do this problem first and put your answers into the comment section. Just don't watch me do it. You do it, and don't do it mentally. Do it by paper and pencil, okay? Not even a calculator. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to need to know, or what you're going to need to know, rather, to do this problem. Well, if you look at the problem, and you'll see it right back up here again, what are we dealing with? Okay, well, we're dealing with number operations. We have to know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. We also got some powers in there, so we're going to have to know how to work with this stuff. It looks like we got some positive and negative numbers we're going to have to deal with. Okay, we have -5 down here. We got some negative situations going on there. So you're going to need to know those rules. And then you're going to need to know this. Now, what is this right here? Well, hopefully most of you remember this little acronym for the order of operations. There's a couple other acronyms out there, but this is probably the most common. So the order of operations is, okay, we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, powers. Which ones do we do first? Okay, well, there is a specific order, and this little thing right here tells us the order. So the P is we're going to do what's inside parentheses. The E stands for exponents. That really means powers. And then you're going to do multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. And I'm not going to really get into this too heavily, all of these things, because I want you to kind of check your current understanding. Okay, of course, I'm going to explain this thoroughly in one second. But if this was a quick refresher, you're like, okay, now I remember how to do this problem. Okay, well, then go ahead and do this. All right, so I'm giving you multiple opportunities to be successful and not get the wrong answer. But let's get into the solution now. So if you're not ready to see it, pause the video. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my little PEMDAS, all right, that's what we call it, PMDAS. Now, again, this is a little acronym for the order of operations. It's something you absolutely need to know to be successful in mathematics. So we start with the P, okay? Are there any parentheses? Oh, yes, I see some parentheses. So the P tells us you got to do what's inside parentheses or grouping symbols first. So that means I'm going to have to address this part of the problem before I do anything else. Okay, so what is 1 minus 2 minus 4? All right, well, 1 minus 2 minus 4, 1 minus 2 minus 4. You can turn these negatives into plus negatives, okay? But hopefully you'll see that this is 1 plus negative 6 or negative 5. So all of this is negative 5. So that's what we ended up in our parentheses. So once there's nothing to do in our parentheses anymore, we move on to our next thing in our checklist. So that's the E. Okay, now what does the E stand for? It stands for exponents. This little thing right here, this little 2 is called an exponent, but really you could think of this as power. So we need to do this power. That's what that E is telling us. And by the way, if there's multiple parentheses and powers going on, you would do those as well in this part of the problem. Okay, so here we just have 1 to focus on. So let's figure out what negative 5 squared is. Okay, so negative 5 squared is 25. All right, so negative 5 parentheses squared means take negative 5 and multiply it by negative 5. So a negative times a negative is positive, and 5 times 5 is 25, so that is what we have right there. Okay, so let's put our little PEMDAS right here. PEMDAS. Okay, so we did parentheses. There's no more parentheses. We did our exponents. There's no more powers. So now this is where we're at in a problem, okay? Now, how many of you out there think that we need to do the M next, okay? So we need to do multiplication. So how many of you think that we need to go and do that, okay? So let's put a little vote here. So we'll have M. And then let's put D here, okay, as a vote. So if I had to say, go ahead and put your vote for M. M is what? It means multiplication. D means division. So should we do the multiplication first? Okay, is that what PEMDAS means? Or should we do division first? Because it's right over here. Okay, I do see division right there. Which one do we need to do? So if you voted, well, listen, we need to do the M first because that's what PEMDAS says. If you said that, unfortunately, I got to give you a little sad face, okay? That is not the case, okay? This is one of the biggest misunderstandings with PEMDAS. Let's talk about this right now to clear up any confusion. So the way PEMDAS works is M and D are the same. So I can write this acronym as D and M. It doesn't make a difference. It's whatever you see first from left to right you're going to do. So we're going to look for multiplication and division. Do we see multiplication and division? Yes, I do, right here. Okay. So, and by the fraction bar here is also division, but you're going to just do the numerator first, and then we'll finish up later. So when I'm doing this step, it's not just always M, okay? It's, okay, do we have multiplication and division? Great, we do. Which one is first from left to right? Here, it's division, okay? In this case, so I'm doing division. Okay, so if you said division, well, then I must go ahead and give you a nice happy face. I don't know who your math teacher was. Maybe you're watching some of my YouTube videos, but nice job. And for all you sad faces out there, don't be too jealous. You'll do good on these problems going forward in the future. So make your mistakes with me, not on your actual test or quizzes. Okay, so that means that I'm going to have to now do this here. All right, 25 divided by 5. That is going to be the next step. That's why I'm not showing you that, because I want you to learn from me. All right, so 25 divided by 5 is, of course, 5. And now we're left with this being 5, and we have times 2. So we're finishing up 5 times 2, of course. That's the only thing we have to do on our numerator is 10. And then we have this negative 5. So we have 10 divided by negative 5. Of course, you know, maybe you don't know, a positive divided by negative is a negative. 10 divided by 5 is 2, but the sign is negative, and this is the final answer. Okay, and if you got that right, Well, then I must go ahead and give you a nice happy face with a good old 1982 Mohawk. Let's go ahead and throw some colors in because back in the good old days, we had all kinds of crazy stuff. I didn't have any Mohawks. I used to wear my little flat top, but we used to think this was cool, right? Can you imagine that? And I'm glad I don't see this anymore. It just took too much hairspray. But nice job, A plus. Okay. All right, so good job. All right, but if you didn't understand any of this, or if you didn't understand how to do this problem initially. Don't beat yourself up. Okay, the whole idea, math is all about making mistakes and learning. The whole idea, again, here, let me just uh, complete my thought, is for you to learn something, to improve. Okay, so making mistakes is totally fine as long as you're learning from those mistakes. That's how we all learn. Okay, and hopefully this little video helped you out with some basic number operation problems like this. You're certainly going to have to master this stuff if you expect to master mathematics at the algebra level and beyond. So if this little video was entertaining or helpful to some degree, go ahead and consider smashing that like button. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, hopefully you'll consider subscribing. I've been on YouTube for 10 plus years, have over 1,000 math videos, basic math to advanced math like calculus, and everything in between. So if you like my teaching style, please take advantage of my content. But my best math help will always be within my Math Help program. Okay, so with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your mathematics adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.